In 2001, an amazing discovery was made in a lake in Germany.
In my point of view, it was really one of the greatest mysteries we ever had in this region here in southern Bavaria.
Local journalist Axel Effner followed the story as the news broke.
There was a diver and another person, and he's go with a metal detector who is detecting archaeological things on the lake bed. And they go to this place and dived about 200 meters from the shore and found this glimmering, glancing cauldron in the lake bed.
This is the treasure that the divers found. The Chiemsee Cauldron, an incredible artifact made of 10.5 kilos of gold. Decorated inside and out with reliefs of mysterious figures, it would later be described as the Celtic discovery of the century. Writer Andrew Goff was intrigued by the story of this grail-like find and began his own quest to uncover the truth behind its secret history.
The entire story about the cauldron and its discovery has been fraught with suspicion. Respectfully, everyone who's touched it literally has been just behaving in a very self-motivated or suspicious kind of way. Were they looking for it intentionally, or it wasn't an accident?
Perhaps he heard from some historical sources that there could be a treasure in the lake bed. And the people of this place, they told that after the end of World War, there was divers who were looking for something. And perhaps the cauldron could be put there by secret army of the Nazis.
There was little reason to doubt Axel's story. As the Nazis steamrolled through Europe, they plundered thousands of ancient artifacts, treasures, and holy relics. Reports claim that over a fifth of Europe's art was stolen. But by 1945, the fortunes of war had reversed.
The Nazi regime's days are numbered, and it's absolute chaos. They need to store these relics for a future time, perhaps for the Fourth Reich. So this means hiding objects in caves and even depositing objects such as a cauldron in a lake.
Was the cauldron an ancient artifact stolen from occupied Europe? And could its discovery shed light on what went on inside this mysterious Nazi stronghold? Determining the cauldron's age was crucial. Some experts believed it to be over 2,000 years old. Others thought it was a modern creation. But what was the truth? Art dealer Kai Schmidt has studied ancient artifacts for over 30 years and soon realized he was dealing with something exceptional.
It was very impressive on the first view, and the material itself, the weight of the material, the massive weight, and the effect of the light. If the light is reflected by such a huge amount of gold, it's a very fascinating effect. It's spectacular.
Kai analysed the cauldron's depictions of ancient warriors and their gods.
I think the whole scenery is something religious, sacrificing scenes which are connected with the afterlife. It was clear to me that whoever made it was very closely involved or had a very good knowledge about the Celtic culture.
Kalalam Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Ba Hashem, Rahakwadash, double honors to the elders of GMS Ruwell, blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity. With that being said, Shalom Israel Barakatah. Today's lesson, the Chiemsee Cauldron. And what many do not seem to understand is that the earth itself is revealing and continuing to give up its secrets. And it's all happening by the will of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It's helping to reveal the truth of the real Israelites, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Tainos, and Native American Indians, by the undeniable clues that are found on these valuable items, on these valuable relics. The Chiemsee Cauldron that was found at the bottom of Lake Chiemsee in Bavaria, Germany in 2001 is one of these items. The Chiemsee Cauldron, as stated upon the documentary itself, is a gold cauldron made of 10.5 kilos of gold. That many think that is a fake. But it was described as the Celtic discovery of the century. And when it comes to history, everything has been whitewashed. The original Swedes, Vikings, and Norsemen were dark-skinned people. The Vikings were the ones that sailed to North America to establish trade with the Native American Indians. The Vikings were also the ones that mapped out the North, Central, and South America, including Canada. They were responsible for the Vinland map and the Piri-Reis map, in which Christopher Columbus himself had in possession. And they even showed you the Vikings in the series Vikings meeting up with the Native American Indians. But when it comes to the ancient Celts and Vikings, they were so-called black people. Like I said, history has been whitewashed. And this is the Chiemsee Cauldron, as you can see here on this image. Whenever relics such as this surfaces to the light, prepare thyself to do a diligent search for the truth of the fathers, especially when the Chiemsee Cauldron bears images of men, as you can see here, with cornrows. These cornrows are an Israelite custom. And that's why at the end of this video documentary, the man says that the cauldron has been melted down. Right, to remove all evidence. Job 8:8. For enquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. Prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. In other words, to inquire of past generations in order to find out and learn of their past fathers. In other words, prepare thyself to do a diligent search of the bygone generations, not only to the age immediately past, but to their ancestors, especially when you see such items such as this bearing corn rows. Here we have the collinsdictionary.com for the definition of corn row in British English, as it says there, which is a noun, a black, originally African hairstyle in which the hair is plaited in close parallel rows, resembling furrows in a plowed field. And this is what you've seen in the Chiemsee Cauldron. But there are many people out there that will have you believe that it's a fake. But ask yourself, why would you make such a valuable relic? Why would you make a valuable cauldron such as this of gold to be called a fake? It makes no sense. That's because it's a true relic of the past. And the symbols are bearing record of the truth. That's why they're coming up against it. Because anything that has to do with our people, they whitewash, they hide, they destroy. In order to conceal the truth. This is one of the reasons why the scripture of Job 9:24 says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked," meaning that power of rulership is given unto the wicked nation of Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. And according to Malachi 1:4, Esau, Edom is the wicked, which the Bible speaks of. Everything that is found in history, anthropology, archaeology, it's whitewashed. But there is so much overwhelming evidence that the earth just keeps bringing out, helping the Israelites, that is just impossible to conceal it all. The Lord, Yahweh, Yahushua, is the one that's controlling everything. He's the one that's controlling all the steps of men. He's controlling everything in existence. That's why they can no longer hide the truth. Job 11:3, "Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, shall no man make thee ashamed?" All those millions of dollars in which they spent in order to keep the truth out no longer works. There is too much overwhelming evidence surfacing all throughout the earth that cannot be denied. And now they are ashamed because the truth continues to surface to the light and through the spirit and power of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua. He controls everything. And the day will come when the elites of society will have no choice but to admit the truth of who the true children of Israel are. Whether it's in these last days or in the kingdom, the truth as to the sons of Israel will be made known either way unto the world. The earth itself is giving up the truth by the many anthropology and archaeological findings. We are also tearing down the lies with the help of the scriptures. And with that being said, let's go over to the scripture of 2 Corinthians 10:4. Second Corinthians 10:4, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Meaning that this word is pulling down the lies of society. This wicked kingdom of theirs shall come to an end, and a new righteous kingdom shall emerge after the smoke clears. 2nd Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. In other words, Esau, Edom, the wicked, is the end of the world. And so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the beginning of a new righteous world. With that being said, Cal, allow Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Hakodash, and double honors to the elders of GMS who rule well. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing this word in all sincerity. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Barakatah.